Hey y'all, tonight I'm gonna make baked chicken parmesan, and this is actually a healthier version. I got this recipe a couple years ago when I was doing a weight loss challenge. This was one of the recipes. We're gonna make the breading, and we're gonna take, just using quick oats. It just called for oatmeal, so this is what I'm gonna use, and we need a half a cup of that. And it says to put it in a food processor. I don't have a food processor, but this little chopper thing I think will hopefully work. So we're going to put that in there along with a tablespoon of garlic powder and then a tablespoon of oregano. And then it also calls for a half a cup of shredded Italian 5 cheese or Parmesan cheese, and then also some salt and pepper. So I'm just going to measure out about a half. Parmesan cheese to me already is kind of salty, so I probably ain't even going to add any salt. I'm just going to put about, it's almost half a cup. I'm trying to get it to all fit in here, hopefully. And then I'm going to add a little pepper. I think I'll add about a half a teaspoon of pepper. And like I said, I'm not going to put any salt. Well, maybe a little less. Maybe it's about a quarter. And I'm just going to omit the salt. I think I have everything. Okay, now we're going to, got it all in here. So we're going to mix this, or blend it up. I think that'll be good. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to pour it into this bowl here. Oh, and I have my oven preheated to 450. It just beeped to let me know it was preheated. And next we're going to make the sauce, I'm going to bring you over here to my pan. So I have a saucepan back here, and we're going to start out with some garlic cloves and some olive oil. I'm going to add a tablespoon of olive oil, and then, okay, we're going to add a teaspoon of oregano. So I have my teaspoon of oregano, 2 cloves of garlic, which according to what I've read, about a half a teaspoon is 2 cloves, so I'm going to put those. And I thought I had red pepper flakes, and I do not. It calls for 1.5 teaspoon of red pepper flakes, which I do not have, but I read that you could substitute a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper in place of every 3/4 teaspoon of the red pepper flakes. And the last time I made it, I think it was a little bit spicy, so I'm putting a little less than a half a teaspoon just because it was a little bit spicy for the kids. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn the heat on to about medium, and we're going to heat this up, saute it for about 45 seconds. We're going to need a 16-ounce can of tomato sauce with no salt added, which I have 2 8-ounce cans. I don't have a 16-ounce. Then we'll add that to it, and then we're just going to turn the heat down to low and let it heat up just slowly. We don't want to bring it to a boil. So I'm going to kind of get this to start sauteing. Oh, it might help if I had the right burner on too, y'all. I had the front burner on. I'm on the back one because it's smaller, so yeah. While that's kind of heating up, y'all, I'm going to use my cool little can opener I've shown several times. That I just... Look at that. Perfect, y'all. And it's not sharp at all. Not at all. Okay, y'all. So, now I have this starting to saute. It's heated up. So we're going to just do this for about 45 seconds. Ooh, it smells so good. Now I'm going to start adding in the tomato sauce. I'm going to get this heated up. I'm going to turn it down some because it says just to heat it up slowly. And then I have melted some butter. You want 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter to be melted. I melted it in the microwave. And then now we're going to get ready to put our chicken together. Okay, y'all, I have my chicken here. Sorry, it's kind of falling off this plate. I ended up, cut the breast down some, sliced them down the middle, and I also patted them out so they'd be a little bit flatter. So I have a few that were small. But anyways, what we're going to do is over here, I have some butter, melted butter, 2 tablespoons. And then we have our mix, the breading mix. So, and then back over there is our baking sheet. So I'm going to start out and I'm going to spray this baking sheet that I've lined with foil with some vegetable spray. And then we're going to start our assembly process. I'm going to try to get it where y'all can see everything. Hold on. There we go. So I'm going to start out with this piece of chicken here. So this piece of chicken here, I'm going to just put some of this melted butter on this side of it. And then I'm going to put some on the other side of it. And then I'm going to stick it over here and just try to, I probably should have used a bigger bowl, y'all. But we're going to stick it down in there and try to get the sides all covered with the breading. And then we're going to set it over here on the pan. First one was really big. Not all of them are that big. I'm going to start with the bigger ones. This one, it's not too bad. So if I may need more butter because for some reason, I don't know if I didn't melt it good enough or what, but it just doesn't look like enough. So we will see. There's my chicken. The last thing it calls for is to spray the tops of the chicken with some cooking spray. And now we're going to put this in the oven that I preheated to 450 and cook it for about 15 to 20 minutes. I'm back over here to the sauce. I'm going to turn it up a little bit, and actually I want to taste it. Holy moly, the cayenne pepper is a little bit spicy. So I'm throwing in maybe about a tablespoon, or not a tablespoon, maybe that's a 1/4 of a tablespoon of sugar. And I'm going to put a little salt in there. I don't think I'll put any black pepper because we have enough of that cayenne in here. So I'm going to just let this still slowly heat up, and I'll kind of taste it and see how it is, because we're going to put this on the chicken when it's done. I'll be back. We're going to make some garlic Parmesan baked asparagus. So I'm just going to kind of drizzle a little bit of olive oil. We'll just kind of toss it all in there. And then I'm going to put 3 cloves of garlic in here, and then we're going to toss it all around. Maybe a little more. Then we're going to put 3 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese. And then we're going to put some salt and pepper. I'm going to put it in the oven. My chicken's almost done. It says to bake it at 425 for about 8 minutes. I think I'll just put it, I have my oven at 450, so it's a little bit hotter, but I'm just going to stick it in there for a little bit and just kind of watch it and see. Now we're flipping the chicken over And we're gonna let it cook for about another 5 minutes. Oops, some of that's stuck. Got the chicken out, it's done. But now what we're gonna do is take the sauce and we're gonna spoon it over the top. And I did end up adding another half a teaspoon of sugar. It's still a little bit spicy, but I'm hoping once it has the cheese and all that with the meat, it'll taste better. Sprinkle some mozzarella cheese on top. I'm gonna stick this back in the oven for about a couple minutes just to melt that cheese. Whew. And I think my asparagus is done. Take it out, put this in. And we're almost ready. I'm gonna put it onto the plate. So, got that. Go lay it over here on the table. Okay, y'all. I'm trying to get it to there. We got the chicken done. We got the asparagus. And we have a bunch of leftover macaroni and cheese that didn't get ate last night. So, that is supper tonight. Alrighty, let me zoom in on you. Okay, this is my niece Peyton. Y'all seen her before. What did you think of the meat, the chicken?
She hates it.
Oh, let her say her reaction.
It was good. It's just a tiny bit spicy. But
Yes.
it tastes really good.
It was a little spicy,
It's not
but
spicy.
maybe to
A
her.
little bit of heat to it. Not spicy, it's just like
Yeah.
heat.
What did you think about it, Bryce? Did you like it okay? And can y'all believe this is actually a healthy chicken meal? Y'all eating healthy. Yeah. Courtney.
Why making me go on a diet? I'm really skinny.
Oh,
I can see
you
that
ate it. So what do you? What did you think about it?
I like it. It's just the sauce. I really don't like spaghetti sauce, so this
don't
wasn't
know.
one of my favorites. So I like the chicken and everything.
Wait.
The asparagus is really good because I just
We love asparagus. Me and her.
enjoy eating
The boy. No one else ate it but me and her. Okay, sit down. He's done. What did you think? He actually went back and got some more. He tried some asparagus, but it's just not his thing. Me and Courtney love asparagus. Nobody else really does. And Daddy's on the road working, so, or he would have ate some. So do you like it though?
In Mexico.
No, he's not.
New Mexico.
He may be, no, not actually. He's actually in Arizona. He stopped to sleep because
Oh
he's
my
tired.
goodness. Oh my goodness.
Anyways,
Good
but
daddy.
y'all,
Good daddy.
I thought it was really good, and I will leave the
love
recipe.
his food.
I will leave the recipe down in the description box below if y'all want to try it. And I forget the calories and all, but I'll even put that. So, thank y'all.
Yeah, giving it my